Hey guys, Key here from KegLand, and you'll be happy to know we're now the new Muntins distributor in Australia for this full range and more to come. Muntins have been perfecting the art of malting for about 100 years. Now, a lot of us think of Muntins as a supplier which supplies the beer industry, but in actual fact, they supply a much wider industry outside of our little world as well. If any of you guys have ever been to McDonald's, you've probably already had a lot of the Muntins malts there. If you've ever got spirits off the shelf at Dan Murphy's or your bottle shop, a lot of those malts often will come from Muntins, especially if those spirits are from Europe. Muntins are really well renowned in the confection industry as well. So if you've ever had chocolates from down at the supermarket, a lot of those are made with Muntins malts, including things like Maltesers, for instance. So Muntins is one of the world's most renowned maltsters out there, and they really produce fantastic quality malts. And that's why we wanted to form that partnership with Muntins especially, because we felt that they were underrepresented in Australia and they had a really high quality product, which you guys really deserve. Now, the best tasting beer comes from great quality malts. Now, Muntins don't just have fantastic quality, but they also have an amazing uniqueness as well. So a lot of you guys, if you've gone down to your local homebrew store, or if you've made beers from extract before, you'd probably only have access to things like light, dark, and maybe wheat malt at a stretch. Now, Muntins have other stuff as well, which is things like this Marisota. So Marisota is one of those amazing grains which produce this sort of biscuity flavor, I guess, which you can't get anywhere else. This extract in particular is one that I absolutely love. Marisota is a fantastic one. We've got light, we've got wheat, and obviously Muntins do a range of others as well, including spray-dried malts too. So whether you've got spray-dried or whether you've got liquid malts, Muntins has a fantastic range of extracts which will simply cover you for everything that you need to do. Alrighty, now with the Muntins kits, I thought I'd just quickly go over them. This is just a sort of a short selection or a short list, which I've just put on the bench here. We've got the most basic range here, so the ones with this type of packaging, I guess you could say, in the Brewmakers range. These are the most budget ones that we've got. Now, they do make some reasonable beer if you just want a clean tasting beer with something which is easy drinking and fairly basic. A lot of people might find that these are a good blank canvas. They might want to add some stuff too. So you can put in, for instance, let's say 20-30 grams of hops. We do sell our hops in 100-gram bags, so you use a small proportion of a 100-gram bag and make up one of these and chuck in some dry hops. The other thing you can do is even add some steeping grains. So you might actually get some crystal malts. It's a great way for new guys to start off. And then that way you can bring some a new dimension to some of these basic kits, and it's a little bit more work, but you can get some fantastic results if you're prepared to do that. I should say that all of these cans here require some extra sugars as well, so we would recommend the beer enhancer bag. So this bag already has some dry malt extract, some malted dextrin and some stuff like that, which really gives the beer more of a malty flavour. Some people just use these cans and just chuck in a kilo of cane sugar from the supermarket, and that's okay, but you may find that the taste might be a bit thinner if you just chucked in some cane sugar or things like dextrose, for instance. So up from here, you've also got the extracts. The extract itself is something you can add to all of these cans here as well. So you could use maybe a can of extract instead of using the kilo bag of the brew enhancer mix. The other thing you can do is actually get the extract and boil it up and add hops and boil those hops up and bitter this extract to make your own beer more or less from scratch, I guess. Well, pretty much from extract and other scratch ingredients. So that's something, if you want to know more about that, definitely send us an email and be happy to send you a recipe sheet on that. Moving up from there, we've also got the Muntins Premium range. Now there's quite a few in this range. There's some unique stuff. So this particular one on the counter here, I've got the barley wine. So that's something you just don't see. Look, I don't think I've ever seen any other cans have a barley wine, for instance. So Muntins kind of good like that, how they've done some stuff which is unique, which you just can't find anywhere else. Then we've got the Connoisseurs Range. This particular wheat beer is one of my favourites. Definitely, I'd recommend that if you're a bit of a wheat beer fan. You might even find adding a bit of coriander seed or some orange peel is a fantastic way to just give this one a bit of an edge. Then moving up from there, you've got the VB in the Brewmakers range. This has already become one of our more popular ones. I don't know why, but it is definitely one which people love. And then, of course, being kits from the UK, it wouldn't be a proper range if they didn't have cider in there as well. Now, the apple juice that you can get, and therefore the apple extract that they have in the UK, is really top notch. So I'd highly recommend, if you want to try a good apple cider kit, yeah, this one is a really good one to look out for. Now, at the top end of the Muntins range, they've got the craft kits. Now, these are ones where you don't need any additional sugars. So you might look at these kits and think, oh, they're a bit expensive or a bit more expensive, but they already include 2 cans in here. So you don't need to add that extra kilo of sugars. And the ingredients that are in here are also of really quite a high quality. You've got ones like this, Smuggler's Special, and you've also got ones like this with the oak aged ones in there. And they've actually come with like a little baggie of, for instance, toasted oak chips. So for instance, you can chuck that in and then put the oak chips in the fermenter to give it a genuine oak flavor. We've got another one which is like American IPA, for instance, and that actually comes with a little bag of hops already in there. So I think given the fact that you do get some of these like little extra things in there and they include all the sugars, actually the value is pretty good considering. Anyway, look, that completes the whole Muntins range cover, and hope you give them a go. If you've got any new guys getting into home brewing, definitely forward them a link and see if you can get them interested in some of these really easy kits and easy way to get started in home brewing. All right, if you want to hear about any more of the stuff that we do, then definitely sign up to our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hope to see you next time. Bye.